sped up a little at the end, but is that acceptable?
Do you like that one better than your other one?
I do.
Okay.
But what do you think? It's your song, and you got to play along with it. It matters which one you can play along to better.
I think that if you think that the drums are better, we can like punch in the couple spots that.
How about the feel?
I think the feel's good.
Yeah?
I think so.
Which one is better? If you think that the scratch one has a better feel, I'd be okay with that. I don't know. I like the feel on this one.
Yeah?
I think it's kind of splitting a good difference between pushing it forward and keeping the tempo even.
Okay.
There's a little speed up at the end, but a lot of songs speed up at the end.
Okay.
Or I could do another take.
Nah. I think.
Or we could come back next week.
Well, do you want to listen to that safety one again?
Yes.
Let's try that. And I think his bass performance is better on the safety.
On the safety take?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, it was definitely tighter. I made some different choices on that one that I changed my mind on.
Yep.
But if you guys like them, then and it's tighter, then we'll go with
The
that.
only thing I'm concerned about this, maybe we should bring the guitars down a little bit, because at the beginning of this safety take, there was a part that seemed a little shaky on the drums, like out of tempo. Yeah, I think we should, because they might not be able to punch in if they need to.
Just the drums.
Then again, if everybody's comfortable with their guitar performance, you know, it might cover it up. But
You want to hear just the drums?
that's really just the drums, please.
So yeah, can you just tell me what take you went with?
First one, I think.
It was maybe not the very first one, but it was like the safety.
The last one we called a safety take.
Yeah, it was either the first, second, or third.
Yeah.
Or the fifth, sixth, or seventh.
Glad we got that on tape.
Yeah, so we did a safety, and we were okay with it. I was a little shaky with it. And then we did a couple more takes. We got another take that was pretty clean, and I was okay with that one too, but it was didn't quite have the same feeling as the safety. And, you know, the bass and guitar performed better on the safety anyway.
Well, you also have like the cell phone footage that's been constantly going, so you can pretty much identify which take.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, you can go back
Should
and
have
figure
slated
out.
them, but
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so now the question is, how happy are you with your entire performance? Is it time for punch-ins? Do you have parts that you want to correct or brighten up, or layer another guitar on top?
I might want to do a little layering, but let's hear just bass and drums.
Mm-hmm.
And see how tight that is.
Yes.
If there's any places we need to punch.
Playing along before I punch you in. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just start from the beginning, basically.
yeah.
Alright.
It was like if you guys didn't catch it, I was gonna be cool with it. But yeah. There was one little.
from that on that part.
On the first part or
I
second
forgot
part?
where it was.
The
Do you remember
pre-chorus
where
or
it
It
was?
was in the chorus.
Right. I got through the pre-chorus. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It
So
was
we can punch into the chorus then.
Right.
Let's hear how the punching came out anyway.
Yeah.
I screwed something up before the punch in.
Let's hear it.
Well, that was it, right? Yeah.
Take it
Let's
back
hear a little more. Sounds like it.
it definitely it was small, but it was a little flub in the chorus.
And that part.
Yeah, I got a little flat note in there.
So we'll just take
punch
the
in for
top
that.
of that.
Yep.
Yeah,
We'll
and
keep
that cue I think is a
The
little.
other part was good though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Taking a Getty lead. It'll.
Let's hear it.
I think it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I might want to try some overdub stuff
Mhm.
with the guitar.
You gonna keep what you did?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep what I did and just add on.
You gonna thicken it, or you gonna put a solo in there,
No, I'm gonna
or
just.
like a melodic line over?
I'm gonna like give it the astronauts.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
A little trippy. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
That's a good mention. I don't know. How it feels
Yeah. Once you get that like that octave part, once that was lower, it sits nice.
Yeah, it does.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
that's a vibe.
Want to layer in a percussion?
The only thing I was thinking is maybe hand claps.
We put a glockenspiel in it. Ding, 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 ding.
I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know.
Hand claps?
Maybe hand claps. Yeah.
There's a lot of like slap back on it from the room though.
Yeah, too much?
Do you have the what do you have the mic set for? Is it an Omni?
Good point.
Put the mic in an Omni.
Scardy way.
Oh, boy.
Is there Omni?
Yeah, hold on. Let me shut the power off.
Where's the thing?
I don't know where this switch is.
All right,
Is
you
it?
can. It's right in the back. I mean, right in the front.
Where's the Omni? All right, go for it.
Huh.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Let's shut this off because it's gonna pick up all the bleed from the monitors. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. that it?
Just to add a little,
Yeah,
you know.
of course.
Is that the only thing you're gonna add?
I think so.
Why don't you double it on the only open track?
Perfect, good
just to be
idea.
just for completion's
Because
sake.
we've got a bigger crowd.
Here we go. Okay.
Thick ass claps.